Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 37 of the Together We Grow podcast. My name's Paul,
And I'm Tamer.
and today we're going to talk about Q4. We're now at the beginning part, or we're now actually in the middle of September,
Mhm.
and Q4 is round the corner. It's in the next couple of weeks, and you need to be prepped for this. If you're not prepped yet, then you need to get a wiggle on and get going.
Mhm.
It's not too late for you. You can still have a wonderful Q4. But of course, as everyone knows, the last 3 months of the year in retail is the busiest and most profitable part. A lot of retailers, that is where they make their profit for the year.
Mhm.
The rest of the year, they either make a loss or break even. Q4 is where they make their profit.
And this sort of time of the year as well is quite often almost jokingly referred to as candle season, isn't it? It's the home fragrance time. It's the time where people and customers are typically at home and snuggling up under the blankets with their candles and wax melts on.
Yeah.
So this is the time where you need to capitalize on it.
Yeah, that's it. Capitalize on it. You don't want to miss out on this. Don't just not take part because everyone takes part. That's the wrong kind of attitude to have. Your customers, they want products from you. They don't want products from other candle places. They love you and your products. They want to buy from you. So don't sort of sleep on this basically.
No.
And we in this episode we're going to talk about how we over the years learn how to have the best Q4 possible. And we used to make £500,000 in the last 3 months of the year,
Mhm.
which well, last 4 months because we did a bit of early prep.
Yeah,
And yeah, it was wonderful, wasn't it?
it certainly was. So we're going to give you lots of tips, tricks, and advice on how you can do the same. Recently, I've actually put a few things up on our stories on Instagram and Facebook, like polls, like I tend to do, just to talk to people and sort of find out where they are in their business and stuff like that. And I've actually found out that quite a lot of people don't know what Q4 actually stands for.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's actually surprised me.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
I've put
well,
like a poll up saying, how you plan for Q4, and then one of the options is what is Q4, and I've actually had quite a lot of people click it, not knowing what it is.
I guess if you don't know, do you?
Hmm.
It's quarter 4 of the year.
So
You
the
know?
fourth quarter of the whole year,
Yeah.
isn't it?
So it's October, November, December, the last 3 months of the year.
Mm.
Um, there you go. That's what that is.
Yeah.
And yeah, okay. So like I said, this is the season where it gets crazy for home fragrance brands. And a lot of people, when we say Q4 in home fragrance, what they will do is they'll launch a Christmas collection. They might launch an advent calendar and they'll have a discount on Black Friday.
Yep.
That's standard. Yeah.
Mhm.
That's what people do. But it can be so much more than that.
Mhm.
Now, what I said at the beginning is that your customers want to buy from you, which is true. But to make more of them buy from you and to get the opportunity to actually acquire other customers as well is to do things slightly differently.
Mhm.
Over the years, when we had Cozy Aromas, in our first year, we just ran a discount on Black Friday.
Yep.
And that was our first £1,000 day, wasn't it?
That was. I remember that fondly.
Yeah. And then the following year, I think we did about £25,000.
And I think I nearly fell off my chair. I was like,
Yeah.
unbelievable.
And again, that was from a discount, but of course, we'd built up a bigger audience. And then we started to tweak things after that. We started to do we introduced new products. We started to make Black Friday more of the whole weekend,
Mhm.
and we had turned it into different events, have different things on different days. And then we'd do 6 figures easy over the weekend, like £200,000 over 4 days. It'd be bonkers basically, and the team would be absolutely nuts for 2 weeks getting orders out, hundreds of orders a day. The whole team, this is as well. It's just crazy, but that's what you do it for.
Mhm. And the buzz and the excitement and how every year it grew and we improved and we implemented new things and it just continued to grow, obviously.
Yeah,
It just felt electric, didn't it,
yeah,
every year? It was so exciting. And the whole team as well, they were excited and really invested
yeah,
in seeing the orders coming in and what they were packing and picking and everything. And it was just an incredible feeling.
yeah. It was, and it all started at the beginning of October when we launched our advent calendar for
Hmm.
pre-order.
Yeah.
So in September, beginning part of September, we'd launch our autumn collection.
Mhm.
So all the way up until that point, we're advertising autumn, building up the hype, letting customers know all about that. So when that launches, they buy that. Straight after that, we're then in advent calendar mode.
Yep.
So for the rest of September, we're now letting people know our advent calendar is upcoming at the beginning of October.
So that meant in September, our Christmas tree went up
Yeah.
in the warehouse.
So we could take all the photos and everything, which was really crazy. But
I loved it.
but our here's the thing, if you're going to launch an advent calendar, my recommendation anyway, based on our experience, is to just don't make it the same as everybody else. Don't just have one of these off the shelf advent calendars with some wax melts in it. Okay. I mean, you can do that and you will sell them to your
Mhm.
existing customers. Okay. But we went the extra and we were actually voted, weren't we, by
The
the
Independent.
independent newspaper, the best home fragrance advent calendar of
Mhm.
the year in 2022,
2022, yeah.
2022, I think it was. So what we did was our advent calendar was firstly the box was custom printed and all this with
Mhm.
our own design. Now I understand that that's not necessarily achievable for a lot of people because that is expensive. Okay, so you can get your own ones from this, but inside each day we had a wax melt, of
Mhm.
course. We'd also include a little sweet treat of some description, maybe a nice luxury chocolate or a sweet of a
Yeah, we
sweet,
got like a box of celebrations and put one of them in each.
and we'd also have a question in there. Now every day, and this was a lot of admin work actually, but it worked. Every day we had a competition run, and every day there was a prize to win. So you'd open your advent calendar in the morning, you have a question there, you'd go to the link that you've already been given. It's the same link every day, and you answer that question.
Mhm.
At the end of the day, we pick a winner, and the following day is when they're announced. And they would win whatever prize was on offer that day. Now, for us, we knew how popular our advent calendars were, so we could do this. But we would have vouchers for like 25, £50 vouchers for ourselves.
Mhm.
We would have 25, £50 Amazon vouchers. We had an iPad,
Yeah, we had a TV.
TV. It was a £500 voucher for the Ritz in
Mhm.
London.
Yeah.
Um, then we had like other hampers, like sweet hampers, chocolate hampers,
Tea
flower
and coffee
bouquets,
ones.
stuff like that. Okay, so every day was a different prize. So if you think about that, every day in the Facebook group was lots of people saying they've entered the competition. Good luck, everybody. Here's a picture of what I got. I'm melting this today.
Mhm.
And then after by the second week of December, you're getting all these photos of these prizes that people have had delivered.
Yep.
And so December was crazy good for our community and engagement, wasn't it?
It really was. And you'd get obviously your customers posting the photos they're using, which you can then reuse as user generated content as well on your platforms. But then you've got other people commenting saying, "Oh my God, that sounds amazing. Oh, I wish I won that prize." And like talking it up for next year,
Yeah.
essentially, aren't they? They're building the hype ahead for next year already.
Now I understand that that's hard. I'm not expecting. We're not certainly not expecting people to do that. We knew we'd sell thousands of these, a couple of thousand of them, because we'd had the years before to do that. You don't have to do that. You could do like if you want to do a competition, you could do a weekly one, and you could just give your products away for free. In fact, they're the
With
most popular ones. That's
yeah.
what because bear in mind your community is there around your products. So if
Mm,
you give them £50 worth of products as a hamper for free, they're more excited over that than they are getting a TV. I
yeah.
mean, everyone's got TVs. You don't
Yeah.
you don't need more TVs, do you?
No.
But it's that for us, it was like that Instagram photo, wasn't it? Oh, I've won this TV that we can then use for
Mm.
advertising the following year.
But I think you could have like set boxes, so you could have one of them like a room spray box that's worth £100 maybe that they could win, or it could be like your best sellers and things like that. So think about your
Yeah.
products that the majority of people do enjoy that they'd love to receive as a free gift.
So what all this does is it helps you sell more of these advent calendars on pre-launch. So throughout the whole of September, you're advertising the calendar. You're letting them know what kind of fragrances are in there. Whether you keep them a surprise or you tell them, it's up to you. You're letting them know they can win these prizes. They've got all this stuff. It's wonderful. But you're also saying that it launches on the 1st of October and we've only got 150 available.
Mhm.
Make sure you're quick. That's what you're doing throughout the whole of September. Then on the first of then on the 1st of October, when you launch it, they go instantly,
Mhm.
and they really do. So we'd have a couple of thousand available. on the 1st of October, 1,500 of them will go straight away.
Yep.
And, we were charging 40, £50 for this. So that
Mhm.
gives you an idea of how much of a good sales day that was.
Yeah.
It would be heading towards £100,000 that day.
Mhm.
Um, and then throughout the rest of October, you're then drip feeding the rest of them. You're selling the rest of them. Okay. Soon as so get back to what we did in Q4. That was our advent calendar.
Mhm.
So the whole of September we're advertising that. It launches 1st of October. Soon as that finishes, soon as that's launched and we're happy with that, we then start advertising our Christmas collection, which launches the beginning of December. And then we're just
Beginning in
sorry,
November.
beginning of November. So in the whole of October, people are getting leaflets, people are getting emails, people are getting all of this stuff about our Christmas collection. And you drip feed our fragrances, all these beautiful photos, everything that you normally do.
And that's the thing. I speak to people, and some people underestimate the power of a leaflet. So you've got these things to advertise. You've got your Christmas collection coming up next. Put a leaflet in every single order about it coming up.
Yeah, that was one of the best things we did,
Yeah,
the leaflets, and they cost nothing.
yeah. Very small amount of money to invest, but the return on it is amazing because not every single one of your customers will be on your social media.
Yeah, and that was what we did up until the beginning of November when the Christmas collection launched. But here's the thing, and this is the trick that we learned. Obviously, between the beginning of October and the beginning of November, you've got Halloween.
Mhm.
We didn't want to dilute our Christmas marketing by saying, "Oh, we've got Halloween. Here's Advent calendar. Here's Halloween. Here's Christmas." It's like, oh my God, that's so much. So what we did was we launched Halloween. We launched a little Halloween thing, but we did it as a complete surprise launch. We didn't do any hype, anything like that, because we didn't want to dilute the Christmas collection launch because that was our main one.
Yep.
So on one Saturday morning, all of a sudden, people are getting emails left, right, and centre, social media posts all about this Halloween thing that we've just launched. And we'd make it different. So we'd have a little box. So it could be a pack of 4 wax melts, something like that.
Mhm.
Okay. And we've only got 500 available, but the first 100 orders to place today over £25 will get this pumpkin wax burner for free.
Yep.
Those 100 went straight away. That was another good payday.
Mhm.
And it's, it's a surprise launch, but people want it. Your existing customers will want it because they don't want to miss out. It's FOMO. Plus, they know it's a no-brainer deal because they're getting this pumpkin warmer, which looks wonderful. And even if they don't use it as a warmer, it's a nice display.
And you've already worked out what your customers would like. You know what your customers want. You know the types of scents that they're going to enjoy, especially based on they put what they purchase now and what they've purchased in the past. So you've created a collection of say 4 wax melts that you know are going to sell.
Yeah,
Just based on the names, based on the scent descriptions, based on the pictures on them and everything, you know they're going to sell. So it is a no-brainer.
yeah. And then we'd launch that on the Saturday, push it on the Sunday if there's any left, at which point 500 or close to 500 are sold. On the Monday, we don't even mention it anymore.
No.
We go straight back to Christmas.
Now, if you do have any stock left, you can obviously take them off sale because the Halloween's done. You don't want to dilute anything else more, and then just pop them to the side for now and just leave them, don't you? Just keep hold of them.
Yeah, and we'll explain why in a minute. So then straight to Christmas.
Mhm.
Christmas collection launched beginning of November. People are getting those wonderful, beautiful, all that good stuff. And then guess what? Our attention then moves straight to Black Friday.
Yep.
All of those people that have ordered the Halloween collection gets leaflets about the Christmas collection. Everyone that's ordered Christmas gets leaflets about the Black Friday weekend.
Yep. And quite often, obviously, you'll find, especially your top customers, will buy everything.
Mhm.
So they'll buy your Halloween collection, then they find out the leaflets about the
Yeah,
Christmas. Then they do the same with Christmas.
but you don't talk about Black Friday until after you've launched your Christmas collection.
Yep.
Otherwise, they'll be like, "Okay, I know they're doing a Black Friday sale. I'll wait and see if they've got any
Hmm.
left and put it in the sale."
And you want them to buy it at full price, obviously,
Of course
of
you do.
course, because you are a business.
And then we're now prepping our Black Friday weekend, and we'd do it from the Friday through to the Monday,
Hmm.
and then we're just drip feeding stuff. So our Black Friday on the Friday itself was always a big discount. People love that, and that's the biggest day we had of the year. On the Saturday, we'd do something different. It would be a free gift if they place an order over £20. It could be a free limited edition fragrance that they can
Yep.
only get if they place that order.
Hmm.
That's the thing. It's like because they want that fragrance. They're like, oh my God, that sounds amazing. I bought something on Black Friday. I do want that fragrance. Yeah, I could top up some other couple of bits just to get that, and they
Yeah.
will do it.
Yeah, they will. And don't forget you've got your free shipping threshold set as well. So remind them to get the free shipping as well, just to sort of
Yeah,
push that up a little bit because people hate paying
yeah.
postage.
And then this is where it got really clever, really smart, I think, and it worked. But you won't know this until you've had that experience. Okay, on the Sunday we would have another free exclusive wax melt, but we would have that available for any order placed. Place
Yep.
any order and you'll get that. Because if you run, if you have a loyalty point scheme where people earn points, turn them into vouchers and things, if you have a product where you're giving it away for free on any order placed, they will use their vouchers and place the most smallest order possible for just for shipping a lot of the time.
Yep.
Because on Black Friday and on the Saturday, they are they've spent quite a lot of money with you. They've built up those vouchers. What you want them to do is spend those vouchers straight away
Mhm.
to get this free thing and not spend them in January when it's going to be a quiet month for you.
Yeah.
Because on January you want to make you need your profit up. You don't want people to be spending all their vouchers. So what we're trying to do here is get people to spend those vouchers they've just done on Black Friday quickly,
Mhm.
and it really worked.
It does, yeah. That worked really well for us actually, didn't it? And you're getting this new fragrance in front of people and you're giving them something exclusive, aren't you?
So you're yes, you know you are spending money to make that fragrant that product.
Mhm.
Just a wax melt. That's all it was for us. You're making money to do that, and that day you'll still make good money that day in terms of order volume, but the order value, average order value, will be very low. But that's fine because the previous 2 days you've done very very well indeed.
Mhm.
This is a strategic day.
Yeah.
Okay, that's that done. On the next day is Cyber Monday. On that day we'd do a live shop, wouldn't we?
We did a massive live shop that day, and we spent quite a few years like working out how to make the best out of this, didn't we? And it would be full of energy and so exciting, and we'd do it for like 2 hours, and then we'd have individual deals, wouldn't we? So half an hour will be one deal, and then the next half an hour will be another deal, and then the next half an hour will be another deal. But they have to watch the shop to find out what the deals are, and you have to follow it all the way along because we wouldn't tell you what they are in advance. So you have to be there, you have to be present. So it could be wax warmer bundle deals. It could be one day we did it's like Snow Fairy scent, didn't we? We
75%
did
off
75% off
for
that
half an
for
hour,
half an hour.
and obviously only while stock lasts.
Yeah.
And it's such a no-brainer that people will just buy it, and then the next half an hour might not be for them, but then the next half an hour after that, they'll be like, actually, that's really good as well. I'm going to get that.
Yeah, I remember we did the wax warmers. We bought a massive chunk of warmers in, and we did them on a discount. Obviously, like slashed the prices massively, and we didn't even have enough for the whole half hour, did we? So we had to move the next deal up,
Yeah,
and it was just a really good way to engage
yeah,
with your audience and have that excitement
yeah.
build.
And that capped off what would be a wonderful Black Friday weekend. And
Yeah.
as you can see there, you're making really good sales with your big discount. You're then the following day you're then getting more good sales with this free product. Then you're getting people to use all of their vouchers, and then you're getting some real impulse buys in the
Mm.
live shop. All of this, you know, takes time to really understand and to learn. And obviously, we're just giving it away for you for free now.
Yeah.
Um, and that would be the end of November.
Yeah.
And then when you move into December, throughout the years, we realise that December's quiet.
Mhm.
Okay, it is quiet because people have spent out, especially with us on the Black Friday and Advent calendars, all this stuff. We'd always launch a little gift range, a Christmas gift range for like last minute Christmas gifts. Nothing crazy, just small stuff. Like we'd have nice pre-wrapped mystery boxes, gift wrapped,
Yeah.
things like that. We wouldn't make too many of them because we know they weren't a great seller. Not really. We'd have like little things like we did like a Cozy Aromas Christmas bauble,
Mhm. They were
which
lovely. I
which was
like
a nice
them.
Christmas decoration. And then on Christmas Day they'd open it and there'd be a couple of things inside it,
Yeah.
little things like that. But throughout December, up until Christmas, it would be relatively quiet.
It would, yeah, because of course, like you say, everybody's pretty much spent out, and then they're thinking from a personal point of view about everything they've got left to do and
Yeah.
Christmas shopping for food and things like that.
So we knew this, and obviously we wanted to have a good December. You're a
Hmm.
business person, you want to have good months.
You've still got bills to pay even in December.
So what we ended up doing for a few years in a row then was on Boxing Day. There's a Boxing Day sale. Everyone's got Boxing Day sales. we'd have a clearance sale where the only thing that was discounted that day, and it would be discounted by like 40%, so it was significant, is all of the limited edition things that were launched throughout that year.
Mhm.
So anything that we had left from spring collection, summer, Christmas, autumn, even if we had any advent calendars left,
Mhm.
and then all of like the individual days, like we'd have something for Father's Day, Mother's Day, Valentine's, just random like book days and whatever,
Yeah.
anything that even like things that we had exclusively available in live shops,
Mhm.
anything that we had, we would discount and be available on that day,
Mhm.
and that would go nuts.
So you spend a bit of time in December showing you've got things left and be like, "Oh, do you remember when we had this scent? It's absolutely amazing. It smells like XYZ. This person loved it. This person loved it." And you can even tag them in it in your Facebook group, get them talking about it again and say, "Well, keep an eye out Boxing Day sale."
Yeah, and so you got to think sort of mentality as well of people. Boxing Day, okay, they've just had a wonderful Christmas. They're in a great mood. People might have got some money for Christmas. That's
Mhm.
typically what happens when you're adults, isn't it?
Yeah.
Boxing Day, they're like, they wake up, they're in a great mood. They've had a wonderful day. They're gonna, they see your bits and pieces come through there, and they place an order. And then also from you as the seller. So I'm talking now our personal experience
Mhm.
on Boxing Day. Yes, we're up and we're sort of trying to we make sure this launch goes smoothly, but Boxing Day, you're with family, you're with
Mhm.
friends, you're having a great time. And what makes it even more special is when you check your Shopify account and you have got three, four, five, six, 700 orders.
Mhm.
Okay, that is a wonderful feeling because you can just relax because you know that sales are good, and it just helps you relax a
Yeah.
bit more.
You know that you can sit there and eat your leftover turkey sandwiches on the sofa, not having to worry that, you're not gonna have any money in your account.
And also, it's Boxing Day, so people understand that customer service lines are probably closed on Boxing Day, and they
Yeah.
don't expect an immediate response from messages and emails.
Yeah, and you can even set it up so that your messenger sends a response to
Yeah,
say, "We'll be back on January
yeah,
the 4th," or
yeah,
whatever it is.
exactly. So that was Boxing Day. But then, of course, there's still a week left until the new year. And, we're business people. That is a very quiet week, by the way. Very, very quiet.
Nobody knows what day of the week it is.
No. And, we want another little injection of sales, don't we?
Because, like I say, we're still a business, you've still got bills to pay.
So we thought, okay, the whole Q4 Christmas period is full of typically quite deep, heavy, foodie based fragrances, aren't they? Because it's
Yeah.
Christmas.
And over the years, we obviously talked to our customer base, and with our VIP boxes, our subscription boxes, we would always talk to them and find out what they wanted for upcoming months. And over the years, we found that the Christmas and October and all that sort of time is the really heavy, sort of spicy, foodie scents. And a lot of people then wanted fresh and clean and even some floral sometimes, just to sort of knock the cobwebs away almost and clear it out. So we then went along that lines, didn't we? We've then made sure we could create a product that hit all of those sorts of scent notes and all of those sorts of people.
Yeah,
And we created our Christmas hangover kit, didn't we?
that's right. Yeah.
And we put quite a lot of work into this, and it was 4 wax melts. We did a room spray and a carpet freshener, all in fresh and clean fragrances, just as a bundle. And that's all you could buy all together. You couldn't buy anything individually. And they sold really well, actually, didn't
About
they?
£25. We probably made a couple of hundred of them.
Yeah, we'd
Most,
have made 250, I
yeah,
think.
most of them sold.
Yeah.
So that's another good sales day before New Year. And then you've got New Year's, have another little break over New Year's. You're back on the 2nd of Jan or whenever you're back. And then you've got loads of orders to crack
Hmm.
through. You've got plenty of good Shopify payments coming out into your bank account.
Hmm.
You've got happy customers who've got some bargains, and you're ready to start the new year.
Yep. And you've also, because you're going to be processing all of these orders, you've got easy content to create as well
Yeah,
because you can do photos and videos and thank you very much for all of your orders. It's been amazing.
exactly.
And this is what we're getting up to today. This is how many orders we've
Yeah.
packed.
And yeah, and that is how we made over 500K in Q4. And what we've done is all of this that we've spoken about, which is just the launch side of stuff, we've packaged into a course with lots of resources as well. So that there's an actual course where we go into detail, and then You've got all the templates, you've got strategies, you've got all sorts of stuff to go along with it. And we've called it the 500K Q4 sales plan.
Yep.
It's on our website. Ping us an email, whatever you want, if you'd like that, and you can literally steal our full strategy, our launch. It's called our sales plan. It's the whole plan that we
Mhm.
did. That I'm actually really proud of that one. We've sold. That's our best selling thing we've
It is
sold
our
now.
best-selling product. Yeah, we sold hundreds of those.
That's brilliant.
And what I'm loving is the feedback we're getting from it as well.
Yeah,
That people are like astonished with how much stuff is in it. And some of the people that have bought it as well have started implementing things already from it into other parts of their business and have been seeing absolute amazing
yeah,
growth. And it's just incredible to see, isn't it?
it is.
It
It's
just fills us with so much
yeah,
happiness and pride.
exactly. So I hope that gives you a little taste as to what we did in Q4 to have a really successful period. And I think when you're listening to that, you can really tell how like strategic it is, how
Hmm.
we purposely do things. So our Halloween was a surprise launch. We then get people to spend their vouchers, just after Black Friday. And then between Christmas and New Year, we're strategically getting a boost of sales for something that's new and refreshing. All that kind of stuff comes with experience of doing it and trying to be better year after year. And yeah, that's what we teach inside the course. So yeah, I hope that was very useful. Thank you ever so much for listening to that.
Don't forget to let us know what you think of this episode and leave us a review as well, please, guys.
Thanks everybody.
And we'll see you in the next episode.
Bye.